Hello. Anybody home? Yes, no? Maybe. Don't know. Question. Hello? Hello? Okay, let's... This might actually be fine for like... It's not ideal. I'm testing the auto crop version of vertical streaming. Because then I don't have to add more upload. And because, well, I'm out of upload. Hello. Let's see how this. Oh. You know, you can see the like here-ish. And here, it's a narrow field. But you know where I usually put my character. It's not under system config, it's character config. But UI, no. Third person camera. Does it go all the way up? Almost. Still like 80. Yeah, you'll be able to see that just fine. Well, good luck. I'm not in control of any of that. From this point onward. I can read YouTube chat, I cannot mess with it. Because I just selected the auto crop, just to see what it was like. Good luck, friends. If you want to see the full screen, I don't click the stream, I guess. Oh, we're gonna get a bunch of rating stuff done. But we only get... Okay, the achievement points are kind of worthless, not gonna lie. Kind of worthless. I am planning to make one more retainer. I have this problem with retainers that I don't really like the max number of them. I have talked about this on stream, but the reason I don't like it is because I find that the most logical number is either 4 or 8, and the max you can have is 10, which is fucking dumb. Okay, I'm gonna do a tiny bit of housekeeping before we get into doing stuff. Like a super tiny bit of housekeeping. We're gonna really quickly bang out some of our beast tribes. I want to finish my crafters, and beast tribes is just a free way to do that. That costs absolutely nothing and is kind of chill. Oh, I broke my Final Fantasy 11 save yesterday, and I'm kind of mad about it. You let me craft stuff. Part components. Goldsmithing. Fun fact, I don't actually particularly enjoy crafting. We talked about this yesterday. The reason I like crafting is that I enjoy helping others. And having maxed out crafters makes it possible to do so. Or rather, it just gives me another way. Just gives me another way to do craft, to do helpful things. Because that's like always been my shtick with anything. I just want to help. I just want to have a good time. I want to vibe, and I want to help. And that just keeps being true for pretty much any game that I play. Which is also kind of why I'm really excited to get back into and relearn Final Fantasy 11. So I have talked about this before, but For anyone who has no idea, I started streaming around the later half of Taken King. My first game wasn't Destiny. My first game was Fallout. Which is also a thing that I've done some, like, help things with. Then I did Rocket League for a while, because it was, like, low commitment, but, like, anyone could join. Bro, this is a schmoovin'. And then... Oh, hello! What's up, nerd? Where are we going? We have to teleport. That's what we have to do. Teleport to... Dokboga. What the... Did you see that? The fuck was that? Oh, that's super quiet. Why was that so quiet? Did it play now? Could you hear it? Cake. Sounded fine to you? Yeah, I have it like super mega turned down because people kept scaring me with the wombobs. So I made it super loud for you guys and super quiet for me. But yeah, no, eventually I would, we're not going here first. That was dumb. Eventually I'll find my way to Destiny, and, it was a game that I played a lot. And it was something that I really enjoyed. Because it had like it had all the social benefits without all the social commitments. And your boy's an anxious bean. Also, how are you doing? I'm just going through like how I ended up here. Pretty much what I'm talking about. Or like how... Yeah, well, it's partially how I ended up here and why I've stayed and why I choose to do the things. Choose to do the things I do, like leveling crafters, despite not liking crafting. Working through lunch to finish early, and also because you had to. Oh. Why are we finishing early? What's going on? What is the importanter thing? Or is it just that it's the weekend and absolutely fuck being anywhere near work? as quick as possible. Hours don't get overtime, so unless something is majorly on fire, it can wait till Monday. Nice. Do we get bonus streams this week? Oh, also, can I... Random question. Can I ask you for a stream-related favor? Yes, ask away. Nice. Can you pull out your phone and check the YouTube side? If the vertical stream looks okay, it should be a slice of screen that is about yay big. It should be a little wider than this chat box, I think. This also makes me painfully aware that while this is technically centered, it goes off center because the target doesn't have a target. I really want to know how the stream looks for like someone else. I don't even know if you can find the thing on here. Live, maybe? No. I can see my regular. Oh, is it like only if you scroll through it and scroll to it in the shorts section? Oh, that's so stupid. Well, I'm not doing that. Want to know what's super fun? Sure. That doesn't sound like it's going to be super fun. Middle of downloading a huge file, but you can't leave the window for too long or it will log out for being inactive. What? That is so dumb. Because security. Okay. But like, Because security, why doesn't it just like fucking lock the thing and then let you proceed with your download that you need? This feels like this feels like one of those many things that are like poorly designed for the sake of being poorly designed. Like, why doesn't it just like dump you to a login screen or like security pass or authenticator and just like continue doing the thing? That's so stupid. Almost as stupid as me. Also, sorry I'm like super late today. I ended up having a lot of fun and dealing with a panic attack. I tried to fix my mental today with like some junk food because that usually works. Yeah, I don't mind them. I actually, it sounds fucked, but I actually don't mind them if they're not like interfering with stuff. But like, having a panic attack when I'm supposed to be doing something else that other people rely on. Because like, it might sound stupid, but like that's kind of how I think about it with the streaming. Like, y'all depend on me to show up and do my little button pressing and keep y'all entertained while you work and stuff. You're all medicated and shit that wasn't working anymore. Panic attacks were pretty much the only feelings you had. Yeah, I have the feeling spectrum of both ADHD and autism. So I feel at like a bajillion miles an hour, and there is no in between. It's like, I think that is what people actually are trying to describe when they describe that people have puppy energy. It's just ADHD. Because you're like... You're fucking not in control of your own feelings. Everything is either the best thing that has ever happened or the worst thing that's ever happened, and there is absolutely no in between. Did I forget to do the actions yesterday? Apparently. Come on. We don't care. We're done with the story. 24 hours. So it was 24 hours ago. And the action you see underneath, well, you don't see it in the latest activity. But here, this grade 3 Wheel of Pilgrimage stuff that Louisoix is doing is level 3. Heat of battle and rate reduction. So these are reduced rates 2 and heat of battle 2. But if you have an FC house, you can make a level 3 one. So Louisoix is doing them to make sure that we have those for Evercold. Do I need tomes for anything? It's like 60 tomes. It's not even that, it's 45. Yeah, I don't care. Sure. You can carry more domes, no shit. What do I need? I should spend my tomes on something, but I don't know what. I could do some Manderville weapons, maybe? Those are pretty. Because I don't really need gear for anything. I guess I can get the last piece of whatever gear that I have for this. Can I go back from here? No. Yes? No. No. I can go to Roulettes. Where can I go from Roulettes? Airship landing. I can go to Olda. That's not where I want to go, but I can go there. No, I want to go to the Northern Empty. Oh, that is actually a thing that I... that is kind of sad. We don't have the that goddamn Spider-Man. It is. Damn, GG's. Oh, I can probably do some level 50 here. We're getting a lot of tomes. Yeah, I'm almost done with my weeklies. Monk. This is so stupid. Like, why aren't we 3 different categories of gear here? That's actually not that bad. I don't remember. Wait. There's so much crap, dude. Oh, I hate this. That isn't the last step of that weapon, is it? Isn't the last step of that 665? I'm asking out loud like you guys would know. Sorry about that. Oh. I desperately need the level. That's what I need to do. Ironworks weapon. Ironworks weapon. Ironworks weapon. Oh shit. So the globe is the only thing I have left. Am I allowed to do that? Does globe exist? Yes. There we go. That's cleared up some tomes. There's so much junk, dude. Okay, I need to check this. The Historia hat I don't really care about, I think. Yeah, no, because it's stupid. Doesn't fit my stupid head. Didn't care about that. Oh, I already have that. Okay, that's everything. Don't care. Go away. Let's go gambling. Well, that helps. Why do you... What are those? Oh, dang it. Damn it, dude. Oh, I pressed the button. Apparently. Summer chicken and a raptor. I don't remember where Shattered is from, so you can have that too, probably. Looks like that is about it. And then we want to sell everything else. 36.5. Brother. Sell. I'm keeping this. Housing or goes here. Good. Don't care. This goes in the bin. Same with this. I need a coin. That's what I need. I also need more gear. Always more gear, dude. That's a cool mask. It's cute. Brain. Do magic or something. No. It's broken. Let's turn in cards real quick. Also, we can gamble. Also, lease a tire. Sell cards. Let's go gambling. We have a 1, a 7, and a 5. Oh, it's all shit. Nine, a 7, a 6. That ruins everything. Cool. That's really bad. We might as well just take that. There was nothing else we could do. We have a 4, a 1, a 7, and a 6. It's all shit, dude. I'll play this one. Didn't matter. We couldn't get any good points anyway. That's cute. Oh, you couldn't be bothered to get to be a tire cover. Where do we want base of operations to be today? I'm thinking we just stay in Tullial. Because one, it's... Those pants are so loud. Not gonna lie, I don't know why they haven't consolidated gear a bit more. Well, I like kinda get it, but also kinda don't. Because you need like you still need however many sets if you want to be want to have gear that's best in slots. Did you know? Well, if you were here yesterday, you do know. But did you know that I've had this as my like main weapon glam for almost 1500 days? It's the only weapon glam I use. It was a birthday present. I like it very much. Alright. I've been faffing about for long enough. Let's go raiding. Please be Honeybee Lovely. Yeah? It's gonna be Alexander. I have Red Bull today. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh shit. They actually... So, I've talked about this before. Wolfie VGC. Pokemon competitive channel that I follow. He designed a notebook. Specifically for like optimizing note taking during tournaments. And he's worked with Pokemon to make sure that his like note layout is legal. And that everything is like functional and like within the rules, because there are some pretty strict rules when it comes to like what you're allowed to take notes on and what you're not allowed to take notes on. For instance, you're not allowed to take notes on a paper that you've taken previous notes. Even if the matchups are different, you do not get to take notes on a piece of paper that you have used for a previous match. So they like spent a lot of time. It's an expensive notebook, but everyone who uses it says that it's like objectively the best way to take notes. For VGC. And he has like intentionally it's really cool how he's set this up, because it's like it comes with like a full video tutorial class on like how to take good notes, and then how to apply that to the book. Obviously. But he has had like actual pros. You've seen them probably if you watch any I thought so. Scrubs. But yeah, you've seen them on like official streams and everything, and they have like fully worked with. Oh. This is an absolute banger. Oh, that's cute.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
There is no limit to Electrope's potential. Electrope has many uses. Watch and learn.
Oh, look at that massive cannon. Her skills are as sharp as ever.
Okay. Oh, it was double.
A vicious slow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Take this! If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! Are wickedly divine!
Oh yeah. Bad timing on my part.
How's this?
I love this fight because it just ends.
I cannot! I must not lose!
It's all over. Until next time.
I'm gonna lose the goddamn minion. Fucking 2 years. 2 years I've been doing this stupid ass raid and I still haven't gotten a goddamn minion. I hate it. Okay. I want to be very clear. I'm very happy for the person who did get the minion because it was their first time there. They fully deserve it. God damn, do I want to get that thing? It's cute. Okay. So high level dungeons is clearly the thing that I don't like doing. Alliance raids is the thing that I do because I know it's the thing that will take the absolute longest. That and trials will probably suffer a bit. I just assume that the scores in trials are kind of I just kind of assume based on like that it's the activity that gives the least rewards. Oh, anyway, that's should be fine. This is also an absolute bang.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark.
Nice. fucked up.
The void's
Sorry.
power is mine to wield. Perish. Be still.
Oh, it was the other way. Wait, that didn't give vulnerability.
Accept your downfall.
No. I don't think I will, actually. Yeah, well, you gotta... Well, not fucking kill me, that would be great. He just kept running... in front of the thing. If he just, like, curled out to the side, it would have been fine.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? The void consumes. Naught will endure. Neither past nor future. Only one certainty remains.
Oh, right, I remember this.
You know no place.
I breathe the darkness. Let the light guide you.
You must.
Chat, it's the Dawn Trail. Stupid joke is stupid. I'm so sorry.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
She's so annoyingly cool.
Death rendered meaningless.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain.
I wonder if this is like foreshadowing for like main tank and off tank.
Oh. The void shall never is absolute.
Oh, right.
Void's power is mine to wield.
Oh, okay.
Thus did all boundaries cease to be. Behold the truth of this world! Accept your downfall.
How about I just... fucking don't do that.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still.
Shit, I didn't see that it was 2. But also it doesn't... No. Oh. Sometimes slide cast bad.
Perish. Doth the yawning rift not tempt you?
Brother!
Be still.
Well,
Thus did all boundaries cease to be.
I tried.
The void's power is mine to wield.
But they're both in cutscenes. That's cute. Boop. How are you today, dude? Wait, why is the thing not under party? You did. you too. Fine, I'll put on the thing. That is actually a lot faster than I thought. I need this to turn to DPS so I can go in and get my clusters. So for anyone who isn't caught up on what we're doing, we're filling this thing. Oh, I guess I should put it here so you people who stumble upon the vertical stream can see how far we are. Oh, I should go to solution 9 real quick. What is the purpose of filling that up? It lets us go back to Geralt and get our relic. Because we're currently on step 2 of the relic. I have step 1 here. But step 1 isn't an upgrade. It's a downgrade. So it's like if you do, so you have the Atma Relic quest. If you do that, you will be 5 item level points. So item level is the number there. Well, it's marked up item level 770 in my case. Yours will be 135, I think. Here is an Ironworks, augmented Ironworks weapon. It's 130. So I think the original relic is like 135. Which is why I recommended you abandon that and instead just like work on your MSQ. Yeah, but it's an upgrade. You're gonna replace it. You're gonna replace it when you get to like here. Because the rewards from here are better. You're also getting crafter rewards along the way, which will also all be better. So it's like, it's one of those things where they're like, unless you have caught up and you just want to do them, they're not worth doing. It's not like, I know for a lot of things, some people can get kind of gatekeepy with this game. But it's not like to be a smartass and be like gatekeepy about a thing. It's just, it's not an upgrade that is worth. It's not worth as much work as you would have to put into it at a stage where you will be continuously replacing your gear. If you get to the end, so you get the Dawn Trail, you finish Dawn Trail, you do all the post-patch content, and then you want to do like the the Dawn Trail relic, it's mostly because you'll have a lot of stuff to do. It's not because it's worth it. Ugh. Fuck you, game. I can't earn more of these today, or this week. So I can't finish this side until next week. I'm also missing gloves because I don't have a coin. Yeah, no, I'm just like talking. I'm just repeating what I said then because there could be people listening that didn't hear the thing last time. It's simply because you have so much story ahead of you that like sidetracking for 50 hours to do. Yes, I know it's technically possible to do within 24 hours if you don't have the duty lockout, but you have duty lockout, so you can't do it within 24 hours anyway. Well, kinda, but kinda not. The fuck was you doing? That's very easy. If you want to know like what you're supposed to pick up and what you're not supposed to pick up. If it's blue quest, like this icon specifically, you mostly want to do them while you're doing your MSQ because they unlock different things. Is this boss show? For what? Red mage? Oh god. Memories of dying. Oh, that sucks. I mean, this isn't any better. This is like, I'm almost done with this. I have this step left. Is there any specific thing you need to do? Or is it just turn in the weapon? Sharpened rod of the black calm. Isn't that? That's this. Can I just turn that in? Is it that simple? I don't think so. Let's find out. Where the fuck is that item? Oh, see? He's here too. You can kind of read on every quest if they're worth it or not. There are some yellow quests that do have physical rewards. But yeah, no, we're just trying to catch up. That's basically why I'm doing Relic. Relic is like a good way to do content. But it's not a good reason to stop your MSQ when you have like 1,000 hours of reading left. If that makes sense. Sure. Oh, you were standing on a thing. I just saw this and I was like, you're fucking tall. Needs to do something else than just MSQ. I get it. Dude, I completely get it, especially when going through A Realm Reborn. That shit is fucking boring. But I feel like once you get to the, like... Once you get to the 130 quest stories, where stuff is happening pretty much all the time, like Heaven's Word onward, I feel like it's much easier to stick with MSQ. Dude, I was almost filtered by Realm Reborn. Because, like, I was not having fun delivering fungus and wine and doing stuff. Then, luckily for me, I figured out that if you only listen to the voiced cutscenes, you're not really, you're missing some of the details, but like the overarching story is still there. So I would just like skip my way through like the reading slogs and like shorten my quests down quite a bit. And that's how I got through A Realm Reborn. Though, from like level 30 and onward, where you have to... like meet with the city-states and find your grand company and stuff, that story bit is kind of interesting, where they introduce the primals and how praying to these godlike entities cause them to be summoned and everything. That bit is very cool from like both a world building perspective but also like a story perspective. But it's so long. But I feel like every expansion since then being like 100 quests of main story, 30 quests of finishing up, and then 20 quests of like restoring. I think that is really good. It's because it doesn't draw out long enough for you to be bored as shit. Oh, also there's one patch of foreshadowing, usually. I was really confused by that. I don't know. Have you started Heavensward? Do you know what quest you're on? Just left Mogholm. Okay, you have done all of A Realm Reborn. You are like knee deep into Heavensward. That's good. I remember going through like all this like 7th Astral era stuff, and like meeting with Yugiri and being told of the war out in Doma and everything, and then suddenly you're going to banquet and there is like someone's dying to poison. You're fleeing to a different country, which is like mega isolationist, and it's like the most fucked thing. And I was like, okay, but why do we learn about like all these Doman refugees, and why are they living in Mordona now? Because I hadn't figured out the patch cadence yet. So I was like, we heard about all this war and everything was like so insanely like focused in on shit being fucked and us helping the Doman people like get settled and figure out their stuff. Yeah. But before that, you met Yugiri, and Yugiri does like a bunch of things with us as like an as a Doman diplomat, and helps, and we help her set up a bunch of housing in Mordona to secure the Doman people from the war being waged by the Garleans in Hingashi and their homelands. And then it's like, okay, so you're going to Scotland? Because reasons? But also in Scotland, everyone is French? And they're also racist elves? that believe in the Catholic Church, good luck. Yeah, no, I'm like, but I'm just talking about like the middle part. I didn't figure out until like the next expansion, when I was like at the end of Heavensward. When you get to the end of Heavensward, you get a new thing introduced to you while you're like trying to wrap up Heavensward. And then they tie the stuff back in for Stormblood, which is in Hingashi. And I didn't realize when I started playing that that's how patch content works. That it's like you're wrapping up the expansion, plus being introduced to not the next expansion, but the expansion after that. And, like, that is the thing the entire way through. That's confusing as heck. It's really cool, though, because you're sitting there and you're... Now that you know, you will be paying a lot more attention during, like, 3.1 through 3.3. And then as soon as I figured out in, like, 3.3, I was like, oh... So what does this mean for, like, the future expansions? And it keeps people talking about the game. Because, like, this is very much a game that is not intended to be your one and only game. Which for me is very sad, because I would like it to be my one and only game. But there isn't enough stuff to do in a week for it to be my one and only game, so... Well, right now it is, because I'm, like, so far behind everything. But yeah, that was like how they told story up until 5.x. And then we were told they weren't going to do that anymore. And they fucking lied to us. They goddamn lied to us. And I was so excited to figure out that they lied to us. Oh, so good. Sometimes they do that on purpose. Yeah, so, okay. So what happened was that 6.0 was announced that it's gonna be like the last thing. So we're not gonna, like, show you anything for the future. We're just gonna be focusing on wrapping up every loose end that we have as far as this game goes. And I think they did a really good job. There is, of course, things here and there that could be explained better or could be addressed at all. But like 6.0 was like, it was a massive deal. Because Endwalker was gonna be like the end of the big saga. And then the patch series was gonna be its own like little thing. Which is something they kept telling us. 6.0 finishes the thing, and then the patch story is its own isolated thing. But if I think about it now, because they announced fairly early that 7.0 was gonna be like a break. But now that I think about it, when they first announced Endwalker, they didn't say that it was going to be its own thing. He said that it was the start of a new saga. But they kept saying afterwards that everything in 6.x was its own isolated story. Just to like wrap up the loose ends of that Endwalker created. But they brought it back in now in 7.5. They've brought all of the patch content from Endwalker back in. And everyone is like, oh my god, Dawn Trail was so bad that they had to retcon the entire thing. And I'm like, no. The point of Dawn Trail is that it's a break from the whole experience of being the warrior of light and like having to kill God and super God and mecha God. Because like there's only so many gods you can kill before it's not interesting anymore, right? We've been killing God for 40 years. If you look at the franchise as a whole. You kill God and then you kill Super God. That is every Final Fantasy game out there. Between collecting crystals, killing God, finding airships, killing God, finding Sid, killing God. That's pretty much all you do in every Final Fantasy game. But they all have like amazing story. Introduced you to Final Fantasy. And I think that Final Fantasy 14 is probably one of the best places to start. Honestly, I don't think that there exists a bad Final Fantasy game. Personally, I have not played the Final Fantasy game that I thought was bad. But I also am not like super pressed about whether or not it's turn-based or whether it's menus or whether it's action. I don't give a shit. I want good stories. I want what Final Fantasy is: good stories about airships and killing God. and crystals. Also occasionally trains. And if you want to be extra fancy, you can kill trains. Twice. But Final Fantasy is fun. Because Final Fantasy 14 is fun. Because Final Fantasy 14 is like... It's like Final Fantasy Disneyland. It is, according to the creator Bossman himself, who has since retired from making Final Fantasy games. Yeah, but not only that, but the creator of Final Fantasy himself has described Final Fantasy 14 as the perfect orgy of tributes to Final Fantasy games. Because, like, you have your own, like, Final Fantasy story. Which you follow your own story. But, like... over here, you have some Final Fantasy 3. Over here, you have like perpetual Alexander fights, because why wouldn't you? Over here, you go to Ivalice, which is Final Fantasy Tactics, and what they call the Ivalice Chronicles, which is all of the tactics games plus Final Fantasy 12. Here's like a bunch of old school Final Fantasy stuff. You have a Nier tie-in. And then you have Eden, which is the Final Fantasy 6, I think. Then you have a bit about our own place, and a bunch about like how other things end up here. There's like, and you create your own character for it, yeah, but like, you know, there's so many things that exist in this game that comes from other games. Fucking all of Bosra also belongs to the Ivalice Chronicles, technically. There's a bunch of story areas which are like based on other Final Fantasy games. There's just so many things in this game that like I would equate to like going through a theme park, because you're going through like a Final Fantasy experience over here, which belongs to a game. And then you do a Final Fantasy experience over here that belongs to a different game. And then you have a Final Fantasy experience here that belongs to a different game. Then you have like the main Final Fantasy 14, that is its own game. And then you have a crossover event that ties two different worlds together. Which is also a Final Fantasy thing. So you're just like, you're going through this big ass theme park of Final Fantasy stuff. I agree. I think that out of all the offerings that exist out there, this is by far my favorite one, at least. Because I can come back to it whenever I want. If I'm gone for 4 years, I didn't miss a part of the story. I can just pick back up wherever I left off. And that is the thing that yeah, but like World of Warcraft did this whole thing at the beginning where they were like, story is a tool for this specific patch and that's it. And then when this is old, we throw it all out. Whereas this game is its story first. It's kind of like, it's kind of a Final Fantasy game first and an MMO second. Kinda. I don't fully agree with that assessment of this game. Yeah, and it's all tied together. And they do a really good job of tying it together. I remember back in the first year of Destiny 2, when they finally launched it on PC. Because I didn't play on console first. But when they finally launched on PC, and we did like the Red War campaign, and then Curse of Osiris, and everyone hated Curse of Osiris, and then Warmind, and then everyone loved Warmind. But Warmind was such shit storytelling. Because we found the wishworm, right? And they were like, yeah, just go out in the European Dead Zone and steal some of the traveler's eggshell. Because clearly the worm is attracted to stuff with high power levels, and nothing is more powerful than the traveler. And they never explained. They never explained how we figured out that it was attracted to stuff with high power levels, nor how we figured out that it should be a piece of the traveler and not like any of the other powerful things that we've killed throughout the universe. No, here, have a piece of eggshell. That makes sense. And it's like, okay, but why? Because power. Yeah, plot device. Go. Tried together, weren't able to observe our time because we got kicked out for no reason. There was no proper guidance to tell you where to go after the tutorial. Yeah. The new player experience for Destiny is awful. It has always been bad. It's like a confusing thing to buy too. Well, was there. They've stopped development. But like, it was the most convoluted thing. For this game, what you do is you buy whatever version you got when you began playing. And then when you come back, or 6 years later, you buy the newest expansion. And that's it. And you're done. You've bought all the things. For Destiny, you need to know which battle passes still exist, which content is still being ran. Is that content in a current expansion? Did you need a previous expansion to be able to start the new expansion? Are you locked out of... Are you locked out of a super OP weapon or an activity because you didn't have an expansion that is 3 expansions old? No one knows. And the people who do know, they're not gonna fucking tell you, because they make more money if you buy everything. Yeah, it's like the most convoluted piece of bullshit ever. And that's coming from someone who like played literally thousands of hours of that game. I will also die on the hill that Curse of Osiris was better than Warmind, because the story made more sense. And I understand you don't play Destiny for the story, and whoever told you that they do is a goddamn liar. Because that story isn't in-game. And they stripped it out of half of the interesting story things. They stripped out of the game altogether. Because there is 0 references in Destiny 2 about the Grimoire card system from Destiny 1. Which is an absolutely insane choice. To have all the interesting game lore be on cards that you could only access online if you had the achievement tied to your Bungie account, and then not tell you about the registry afterwards. What the fuck, dude? That was certainly a choice. Oh yeah, there is a bunch of content in Destiny 2 that is like completely sunset. All of the beginning of the game is just gone. They had to rely on Bife's videos about the Red War to move forward with their lawsuits. When they were being sued for have stolen the Red War campaign story. Which, you know, considering how much other things they stole, I wouldn't be super surprised. I also hated that end statement. So I read the final statement from the Bungie team about like it is with heavy hearts that we're closing the development of Destiny 2, blah blah. Press release. And there's one beautiful thing that Bungie does consistently with Destiny is take zero accountability. Whenever like a thing doesn't work or something is exploitable or player numbers drop or whatever, it's always the player's fault. The players didn't seem to like this activity that we made. The players are abusing the system we created. The lack of players is the reason we have to stop development. Alright, players feeling that the current Destiny content is falling short. It's always some bullshit that makes it the player's fault. It is never their fault. Which is a wild contrast thing if you look at this game. Because Yoshida will try some bullshit. And he'll be like, yo, hello, I'm gonna try some bullshit. And then he tries the bullshit. And then if it didn't work, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I tried some bullshit. And I completely missed the mark. And I am so sorry that that didn't work. It is very clear that the community wants this, and I am sorry for not listening. Whereas the Destiny devs will like always go like, okay, it's your fault. Specifically your fault. No. Not you. You, Steve. Looking at you. It's your fault. Every single time. They're like, they have zero responsibility whenever they fail. But then it's the incredible Bungie team that does everything right when things are like going well. And it's so nice. This is like some grade A Blizzard acted king bullshit. And it's so refreshing when you get to a game like Final Fantasy, where like the music director will be on stage at a fan fest and be like, fucking look what I did. And they'll go, fucking look what the players did with what I did. And it's so much cooler than what I did. Or they will be like super hyped about some fan thing or whatever. It is they're so good on the accountability thing that is like partially why I like playing this game so much. It's the lack of fear of missing out mechanics, because like you get the I'll just drag my social window out here. You log in, welcome to server, welcome to the game. Oh, by the by, Yokai Watch event. Gather one, gather all. Seasonal event is underway until October 5th, 2026. At 2:59 server time. Open this link if you want more details. Also, seasonal event Moonfire Fair is now underway. It goes until August 26th, 2026 at 2:59 server time. Or in any of these time zones. For more details, go to this link. And then it's like a warning about something else. And this is every time you log into this game. It will start by telling you what's going on. This is how long you have left. This is how long the thing lasts. And it's absolutely incredible. And I don't understand why it's such a difficult thing to do. Was running over your screen. Cool. I haven't used Kick in so long. I did multi-stream the Kick for a little bit. But then I read the terms and I saw that you have less rights to your own content streaming to there, so I just kind of stopped. Yeah, I see that, and that's like the point of the self-promotion thing, is like letting people know that you're going live. That's why it's there. That is the entire reason why it's there. And I'm like, I really appreciate when you do use it. I know it's probably not as active as it can be. Oh, also, if you need to do fashion report for the title, you can get a title called I think it's some bullshit. See, this is the shit that makes my eyes dry out. Fashion leader. If you don't have that, it is a super cheap it's a super cheap 100 this week. So if you want some Manderville points without like putting in any noticeable effort, that is a good way to do that. But yeah, no, like They announce events with like so much time to go. And then events are like super long. I think the shortest event we get is like a month. And that's not like a month where it's like, oh, you get it, it starts on the 14th and it's done by the 29th, and we'll call it a month-long event. If it starts on the 26th and we only get a month to do it, it's usually a thing that takes one quest and like 15 minutes of reading. And it'll last until the 27th, usually, or something. I think the shortest event we have is the Rising, which starts next week, which is the anniversary weeks. That's when they changed the nighttime skybox, and you get to go speak with Yoshida about the last year. I'm sorry, the Wandering Minstrel, which definitely isn't Yoshida. Never mind the fact that he presents himself as producer and director Naoki Yoshida. But yeah, I think the Rising is the shortest event we have. Everything else is around a month. Even Princess Day, which is a Japan exclusive celebration. It's not called that here. It's called Little Ladies Day. But even that lasts forever, which is a one-day event out in the real world. Same with Valentine's. Halloween. Then we have the summer event, which is going right now. You can get one of the coolest mounts we've ever gotten in this game. If you haven't done your summer event, take the 10 minutes to do it before the 26th. Another polar bear? No, it is so much cooler. We get a pool floating. And it's incredible. Look at it go. It is so good. It is so incredible. And I love it so much. And it's probably one of the... Yeah, and it'll take you like 10 to 15 minutes to get it. You just go to Limsa and you go to the one quest that doesn't make any sense. I am not surprised. Has there been a near collab with Apex? Not that you remember. Dude, I bought a... Dear Christ, I am such a dork. There's this one fighting game that I really like. There was a Rebirth collab. Yeah. We're getting Final Fantasy VII Raids next expansion. Like 8 months. And then we're getting, for the Alliance, the 24-man, we're getting Evangelion. I am so excited. Oh, I'm so incredibly excited. Oh, nice. I don't actually know who any of the heroes are anymore. I played some like badass trick with smoke grenades. That's... Oh, and Wraith. Also played Wraith. Bangalore? Is that the thing? Oh, Aerith. That makes sense. Yeah, I played Bangalore. 2 weeks that I played. 3 weeks. I was pretty decent at that game. I just hated that there wasn't a solo mode. But then it was a hero based, class based battle royale. So you kind of have to be 3 people, so you can have one on like suppression, one on recovery, and one on defense. So stupid, dude. I like playing Bangalore though. That was fun. Yeah, that you... Of course. It's the same reason that Bungie took out all the fun solo things, because fuck solo players. They don't bring in friends, so they don't bring in 3 times the money. And whoever tells you that that's not why they are doing that, is a goddamn liar. Their abilities don't make any sense. What do you mean? That's a goddamn lie. I'm sure that it would be like majority. Fuck, I've forgotten what all the heroes were called. The trick with the med pack that follows you around. I'm sure there would be a disproportionate amount of them. Most abilities show things to your teammates. Yeah, okay. But like, a lot of those heroes also would play very well with their like main abilities as like a solo thing, like the wraith tunnel or like smokes or the that one fuckhead with the duplicates. Portal is useless in solo mode. Disagree. Like, just fundamentally disagree. Yeah, but it's also to get you and your team out of whatever fuckery you put yourself into as well. So if you can traverse with it, you can traverse with it. That's just like... That is just really good in any game. That's why whenever you have a traversal... whenever a traversal thing is introduced into Fortnite, it's the most used item immediately. Any mobility thing is so powerful, regardless of if you're in a group or by yourself. You have the ability, especially with the portal, if it still functions, like as long as it's open, anyone can travel through it. Like it did in the beginning. You just place the thing down and you let the players follow you, and then like fucking boom. No, but that's because solo players don't make enough, like, they don't spend enough money compared to a 3-0. So why would you develop for anything other than 3-0s, when 3-0s is the thing that is the most likely, or you, it's the most likely number of people that you know, and 3x the chance that we'll spend. It just makes sense. Yeah. So if you have one person making money, when it could be 3 people making money, or spending money, sorry. You have one person spending money versus that one person plus his 2 only friends. Because, like, fucking peer pressure works. Why? Why would you ever want a player to play by themselves if they could bring in 2 more friends? Especially when your pay model is microtransactions. That is just fucking stupid. Shouldn't cater anything that has microtransactions to, like, single player people. Like, from a business perspective. That just doesn't make any sense. Steady 3 stacks, there might be one spending all their money on skins and 2 others are like, man, not worth 20 bucks. True, but you're also like 3 times as likely for every 3-0 that someone will spend money. %80 of single player gacha people, for instance, don't spend any money. Gacha games makes 100% of their profits on less than 20% of their players. If you want to take microtransactions to the absolute max. But if you're 3 people sitting there, it's far more likely that one of those 3 people will spend some money. I also don't want to spend money when the shop is like slammed in my face. That's the thing for me. I hate ads, like persistent ads, is like, or locking me out of, if there was a way to like earn the bot rewards. If I can earn the bot rewards for free, I am way more likely to spend money on a game. Or if it's like how Fortnite works, where it's like most of the ads are ads for different activities you can do, and it's only when you start the game that it's like, fucking look at this cool ass battle pass that we have. And also there's some cool items in the store if you want to check it out. And then after that there's like a little square up in one corner that is like 2 news articles, informational thing about some competitive thing, and then check out the store. But it's out of my way, which is why I'm more inclined to spend money on that game. Because it doesn't feel like... You know when you're a kid and you had to like try to stuff a sleeping bag back into the pouch it came in, and you just end up holding the pouch and like just desperately trying to kick the sleeping bag back into the, like, stomp the sleeping bag back into the pouch. A lot of games feels like that when it comes to their microtransactions. Only that the pouch is your throat and the foot is the ads for whatever thing they're trying to sell you. And it's like the most obnoxious thing ever. And I instantly lose interest. Like, I would frequently spend... Mobile games have that a lot, yeah. And I don't fucking play them. I play Pokemon Champions on my phone. I play Pokemon Go on my phone. You have to go look for the goddamn microtransactions. Yeah, but I have one of those flippy-uppy phones, so I have a lot of space to play my games. I bought a Fold in February. I love this thing so much. It's so cool. But like, this feels illegal. That feels like it shouldn't be a thing. I love that phone. It's so cool. We're creeping up on 6 months. Look like a book. True. That new one, the Fold 8 in the passport format. Oh, that is so good. It's probably a pain in the dick to get used to that outer screen. But like for this one has like a fairly decent screen size. It's more than usable in folded mode. What was interesting changing to a folding phone was like, I thought for sure maybe I thought for sure that I wouldn't use the inner screen for anything, and it was like just gonna be a cool party trick. And was like, I'm gonna have to figure out a bunch of bullshit to make this like worth the insane price of folding phones. But like as soon as I picked it up, I like immediately found myself using like dual scrolling or like doing double things on the inner screen for different things. Being able to have like effectively two smartphones side by side when you're trying to solve a tech problem or something. Oh, good. Okay, let me just grab a smoke real quick, and then we'll do another 40 minutes of yapping and stuff, and because I fucking need to move. My everything hurts. So I'll be back in just a little bit. And we're back. I'm just gonna yap for a little bit, and then we're gonna call it. So I didn't get to be as effective as I was hoping to be, but also... Oh, nope, buttons are working. Yeah, they're about the same. As for like outer screen. Yours is 6.67 and mine is 6.5. But it's taller. It's a weird aspect ratio, but it works really well. I can. This is kind of tragic. I can't buy budget phones. And I know how that sounds. But I promise you there is a reason for that. And it's because I wear them out. I bought a budget phone because my phone broke. And I was broke. So I had or I didn't have like regular income. Or consistent income. That phone lasted 11 months. And it was just like toast. It was just flickering. It didn't hold the charge. It was like completely worn out. Yeah. My last phone is still in use. My mom has that phone. It's going on its 4th year now, showing no signs of aging at all. It's fairly impressive. Am I around tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I believe so. It's in the Aft Castle area. It should be... It should be here somewhere. So you just teleport to here from the big aetheryte. And that takes you to the party boat. But yeah, I should be around tomorrow. Unless I have to deal with more and worse panic attacks, then I might not be. But I probably still will be. I saw the seam. Where is it? There. There's another one here. And another one here. And another one here. Do that quest again? Yeah. Also, are we wondering if I'll be on or not? I'm usually always available. Oh. Yeah, no, I'll be here. Okay, yeah. Is there anything we are allowed to do? I kind of want to queue for a normal. But I should probably get my trial going. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I am kind of lucky where this is my recovery activity space. That is such a wild sentence. Also, can't. No, actually, I don't know how to ask that question. How are they your... Yeah, I remember. I don't know. I don't understand how they are your problem, I guess. if that makes sense. Oh, sick.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
I don't know.
A change of arms. May the test continue.
What was it? Red in? I was in, damn it.
And now this. Light unyielding.
Oh, that's where I was supposed to use the apple.
By blade!
Excuse you? Oh, I fucked it.
Light unyielding! By
Oh.
blade! Crystals of light, to me! Here! The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think. And find your way in the darkness. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Ow. Pretty. Die, killed it. Fine. Probably.
But this test is far from over. By crystal's light.
In?
We're near or far. We're high or low.
Oh shit.
Light unyielding.
Oh, nice.
Refulgence eternal.
Oh. Light stood in the soup. Can you... Brother.
Where near or far.
Yeah, well, whoops. Mantle. Mantle is green.
Light unyielding. By blade.
Good night. This brown scaler. I believe that. It was rough, but good. I think. Can we? Anything about cybersecurity starts is usually time to. Oh, that is incredible. Do we go for one more? I think so. This is a slow burn. You lose so many points after doing the first one of the day. Hey, you're not losing points, but like in the amount of points you gain. materia. Also highly recommend screwing with the HUD. If you're playing this game. Because like everything is fully customizable, more or less. God, I hate trying to play stuff. That's good enough. Oh, we're number 3 in queue. That should be fine. I really wish I could leave this on screen. Or like Jeeples or something. I'm also kind of curious how, if any, the vertical YouTube stream changes the numbers. I need to figure out the scaling thing though. I want a little bit more in game on screen. But yeah, I think we're gonna do this and then... Oh. Oh. We go. Banger though. just allowed to do the thing because I don't have. I don't understand what the fuck that mechanic is, I think. That was fun. Okay. Oh, you get 90 points? That's rough. That's rough. I had a feeling it was going to be low. But yeah, that's something. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here because like I'm not feeling super hot and I'm gonna go deal with that. So I'll be back tomorrow, probably, and I'm gonna see y'all then. Good luck. Goodbye.